You ever walk away from a conversation and think, wait a second, how did I end up agreeing to that? Maybe it was a coworker who convinced you to take on just one more task, or a family member who made you feel guilty for saying no, or even a salesperson who somehow turned your I'll think about it into all right, I'll take it. That feeling, that quiet, nagging sense that something was off, that's often manipulation at work. And the tricky part is, most of the time, it doesn't look like manipulation at all. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, mid-50s, solid guy, once told me about his neighbor. Nice enough on the surface, always friendly, always chatting. One day, the neighbor asks, "Hey Dave, could you watch my dog this weekend? Just this once." Dave says yes, no big deal. Next weekend, another ask, then another. Soon, Dave isn't being asked anymore, it's more like expected, and when he hesitates, the neighbor says, "Wow, I thought we were helping each other out around here." Now, Dave feels guilty, like he's the one letting him down. That right there is a classic technique called guilt tripping. Here's the thing, manipulation isn't always malicious. Sometimes people don't even realize they're doing it. But intentional or not, the effect is the same. It nudges you away from your own boundaries. Let's walk through a few common techniques you've probably seen and maybe experienced. 1. The foot in the door move. This is the start small, then go big strategy. It begins with something easy to say yes to, harmless, low commitment. But once you've said yes once, you're more likely to say yes again, because now you've mentally labeled yourself as helpful, or supportive, or a team player. That's how small favors quietly turn into bigger obligations. 2. Gaslighting, the reality twister. This one's more serious. It's when someone makes you question your own memory or perception. You say, "You told me last week you'd handle this." They respond, "I never said that. You must be remembering it wrong." Now you're second-guessing yourself. Over time, this can wear down your confidence. You stop trusting your instincts and start relying on theirs. 3. The silent pressure of obligation. Ever had someone do you a favor you didn't even ask for, and then later expect something in return? That's not generosity, it's strategy. Humans are wired to return favors. It's social glue, but manipulators use that wiring to create a sense of debt. Suddenly, you're not choosing, you're repaying. 4. Playing the victim. This one's subtle and powerful. Instead of asking directly, someone frames themselves as the one who's struggling, overlooked, or mistreated. "I guess I'll just handle it myself, like I always do." No direct request, but now you feel compelled to step in. Not because you want to, but because you don't want to feel like the bad guy. So what do you do with all this? Because let's be honest, by the time we hit our 40s, 50s, 60s, we've seen enough to know life isn't always straightforward. But here's the good news. Awareness changes everything. When you start recognizing these patterns, something shifts. You pause. You give yourself a moment before responding. You ask yourself, is this something I actually want to do, or am I being nudged into it? And sometimes the most powerful sentence you can say is simple. Let me think about that. Not yes, not no, just space. Because manipulation thrives on urgency, on emotion, on pressure. And when you slow things down, you take your power back. At the end of the day, this isn't about becoming suspicious of everyone around you. It's about staying grounded in yourself. Your time matters, your energy matters, and your no is just as valuable as your yes. So next time you walk away from a conversation, you won't be asking, "How did that happen?" You'll know. And more importantly, you'll choose differently.